Yeah. Let's go. Let's boogie. So you just gonna pad your stats on me, huh? What stats you trying to get? Close to 1,000 with who? That mean you trying to rush the ball? Shit. Okay.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Oh, thank you, brother. You such a nice guy.
Offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And some room to work.
Yeah, it would let me turn the
bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's supposed to turn that corner and get
Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw here.
And he
finds Howard complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
I did not want to throw that.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time.
I'm excited about that, man.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the
frustrated
fullbacks,
the
linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
I'm putting all the little technical stuff together. I done read a couple books on it. Watched a few videos on it. I'm gonna see what happens, man. I mean, it's gonna be a learning process. I'm gonna do it as I go, you know.
We'll create the YouTube page for it and set up the account,
podcast account this week, and create a YouTube page this weekend, just to get it, just to get the format started.
A give to Jones, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Bullshit,
now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Nigga asked me broadcast, he ain't even watching.
Now back to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
It's gonna be stupid right here. So I will take it.
They'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn.
So, they fucked me out of my draft pick, so I can't do what I wanted to do.
This is taken at about the 14. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
The Cowboys dude, you know, he connected. And and I know Committ's listening, but he know how I feel about it. I got fucked and robbed. If I ain't fuck with Committ personally, I'd have quit.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10
dude, you know,
at their own 20-yard line.
He proposed a trade. So Jameis Winston and a running back everybody was trying to get him. I mean, look at that, to be honest with you.
The first carry down, this is Alvin
you know
Kamara.
what I'm saying? I guess he got like 85 strength,
Give him
90 something
carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So
Alvin
I'm like,
Kamara
all right,
really
DeMarcus
settling into the
Lawrence,
league in his
DeMarcus
2nd
Lawrence in a
season.
1.
And of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of
Jameis
people
Winston,
remember he
and
started
that dude,
at Alabama.
I think
He
4
did
for
and
me
got
or 5
caught
for
in
me.
that big mix
I'm like,
of
fuck
running
it.
backs
I
at
pulled the trigger,
Bama.
fuck it,
And
let's
they
do
like
it.
those bigger,
He
thicker
came back
runners,
like
those guys who can
an
break
hour
down
later
defenses
talking
through
about
the
they not
middle.
gonna prove that.
Alvin
I'm
Kamara
like,
ended
for
up leaving
what?
Alabama, going to a
I
junior
said
college
Jameis
for a
Winston's
while.
a number
He went
1
to Hutchinson
quarterback,
Junior
man.
College
I mean,
before
he's
matriculating in
first round
Tennessee
number 1
and
draft pick.
finding his way to the NFL.
I said he got
where he's now
superstar. He got superstar development. 96 throwing power, all lower to mid 80s accuracy. And he got 80 speed. What do you? You're not going to get that quarterback in the fucking draft in the 1st pick. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? He's like, man, I know they stupid, and that's what he put. He texted me that. So I'm like, man. So when we cancel, he said, nah, it's 3 up and 2 down so far. I'll keep track. So I'm like, all right, bet. So then, you know, Kyle was talking about in the other league that he wouldn't have approved that. I'm like, dog, see, that's because you don't trade. You know what I'm saying? But you know how I build my team. I don't take high quarterbacks. I put my money in my line, both lines. You know what I'm saying? I don't value running backs and quarterbacks. You know that. So he's like, man, nah, I'm gonna vote no. I'm like, all right, whatever. Then the nigga come back and say, they not gonna approve the vote.
1st and 10.
So I'm like, all right, man, what you want to do? So then he said something about 2/4 or something, or a 2nd. So I'm like, man, all right, bet. And then he started talking about how other people getting trades off. He basically playing me this whole time. You know what I'm saying? He lying to me. At least this is what Rudy said. Because Rudy told me he lying to me. But Rudy don't say that shit on the main site. You know, whatever. I mean, I know they all cool, so I wasn't stressing it. So I'm like, come on, dog, what we doing? So long story short, fast forward 3 days of negotiations, this nigga hit me with the, they not gonna prove it, they gotta be straight up. So I said, you know what, fuck it. Go ahead and do it. Then it turned out that they ain't even motherfucker put the jump to a real vote. And they talking about dude might have got me. So basically I get fucked out of a draft pick. And my starting quarterback.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film.
It's all
in
writing though, so I mean they can't deny it. And I ain't never put it out there. I could have put it on the group chat, but I ain't trying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this got pretty good following in his dog. I ain't trying to cause no turmoil, short. But that's fucked up though, man. I got the short end of the motherfucking stick. But you know, it's all good. And then everybody going to deny it, but in my direct chat, motherfuckers hitting me talking about, man, that's fucked up how they did it. These same niggas is doing it though.
First down is Breeze. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
What you do, man? You cheated.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Yeah.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw it back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Absolutely not.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot
that dude, man. He's ass,
maybe
man.
Later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think
they're
just trying to get some
down by 18.
Built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
I wish I would have seen this shit, man. That's hilarious, man. Oh shit. Hey, dog, my bad, dog. I called the same play.
That's gonna go.
I called the same play back to back because I was laughing. So and then you got a sack out of it. Because hey man, I need my sack back, so. Hey, go ahead, Shorty, because I stopped because I caught, man. All right, man. That's some bullshit, man. You worked me, huh?
Let's go. Ryan 38.
Man, fuck them 7 yards, man. Come on, man. It's a long game, so just know you worked me. Just know in the bottom of your heart you worked me out of my sack, man.
They're going to look to throw.
A
nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Everybody know you our secret agent, man. You our man on the inside, man. And this just think you on this side.
Flex round.
Back to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield
inside guy.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it.
Hey,
and this time, it results in an interception.
Next time you in your managers meetings, man, check Rudy for the wire, man. I got that junk in there.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
36.
I know we're about to take no loss to these motherfuckers, man. Come on, man.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
I can't record and play at the same time. So But I got you. I got some actual videos for you though. I mean, you could all. I mean, here's a thought. You could always come out
from midfield. Here's Breeze. That's caught inside the 20.
I got you.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Friend talking me and
That's
shit
a big
and
time
scoring
pitch and
it.
catch right there. And partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays,
you trying to distract
they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Man, look here, man. Let's ball. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get 4
Did we play already?
About the 12-yard line.
In this league?
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Breeze to throw on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
Yes,
he takes this for 3 to the 29.
No, I need to call her.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
Yeah.
Looking to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Come on that formation. Hey, you come on that formation, man.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36
See, dog, come on, y'all. I'm all the way on the other side of the line,
Joe. Bring out the 4th down.
They be
another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So that he was standing on the other side of the line, yeah? What the fuck? He was standing on the other side of the line. 2-minute warning, I'm going for this shit, man. Glad they ain't calling no fucking timeout.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout.
Fuck, I hate that shit. It always hit me with that, young. I be standing up, the whole fucking player be on the other side of the line.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Maybe like 10 minutes. Kinda. 10, 15 minutes tops.
Hey. 4 down. Ohio! Get the Mike. Check. Watch 54. Check. Ohio!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
He's the one that just got the pick on me, though, right? Nah, he don't look sharp this week. I don't know what's going on with him. He's got good defense.
They'll look to throw.
Or maybe I'm just not used to playing a non-glitch motherfucker. I don't know.
He finds Humphries.
He looks sharp right there. You see that touch pass? You see that touch pass right there? Hey, see,
I know many people like
need to cuss this out.
Maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Keith had me coasting. He had me coasting. He was going to get his W. Stain my record and shit, man. And you want to come talk about my quarterback and shit after y'all fucked me on my last quarterback. Nah, dog. Man, this on you. It's all your fault.
With Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And now the ball's out.
Oh, my God.
How did they do?
I'm trying to fucking die.
I come back to risk reward.
I tried to die. This motherfucker switch hands like he's cutting up field. You see this shit?
To either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And Watson has it right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
90, 11.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
About $8 billion, man. It's so sick, man. Nothing guaranteed.
Now a handoff. Here's Camara.
I don't want us to be faded right now.
At the 37. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
This one's fine. Jitter fingers, man. What the fuck is going on here?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Back to back his ass, Quan. Back to back. Get him back to back.
Now a pitch out to Camara.
Nah, we got that. We got that.
He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Welcome to the game, Tampa Bay. They're only down 10-0.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. And Gibbs got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Fellas, we're gonna drop
his first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
10 more there and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down.
Territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You waiting? All right, two.
To throw is Brees.
Back
Dump around the waist and push down. Quan Alexander in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A 10th carry for Camara.
Come on.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Breeze to throw.
Too much time.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot there on
Breeze
third
overthrew
down.
somebody?
Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like in the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
I'm ready, man.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. 190. 190.
On 3rd down, here's Jones.
Oh, my God. They did it
much
again.
room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
I hate this.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
My man
shouldn't have got you.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's
well,
good
one,
enough
he
to
should
move the
have got you when you was in the hole. But then they called themselves making up for it by let my man super dive and shoestring you while you're running full speed.
On first down, Breeze. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vinny Curry in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The defense is balling out, man. I'm up with the offense. It's fucking impotent.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
This is screen, fellas.
Shotgun now for Breeze.
He
throws and he hits the slant right to Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Shit, man. You do a little something for me, man. Apparently, I need some help out here, man. I can't catch a break. Man, this ain't good. This definitely ain't good. Oh, shit.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Breeze. Throwing deep here for Coleman. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Breeze now to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get that out to Ronald Jones, the rookie. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And down he'll go at the 25.
I beat him early in the season.
Pick up there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
He
so
really
good with
do
a
no
field goal.
like
Don't
that.
necessarily need a touchdown. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Let's go.
I was missing a lot of starters, but I mean, we ain't show up. I had like 1 yard
out of
left.
the gun. They'll look to throw. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards.
Yeah. All right, Junior.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
Now would be a perfect time for me to be able to. I should be able to go. It's 4th quarter. I need 2 scores. I should be able to go no huddle. I shouldn't have to wait for 2 minutes to go no huddle. You know what I'm saying?
Up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2
I mean,
plays
because some dudes bend and break and fuck the rules up and shit. I mean, they put rules that don't make no fucking sense out there, man.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
I didn't do that on purpose, man. I was
trying
to get to the play.
Success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't have been.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
I know. Brother, I know. I just wanted to ask, man. That was just respect, man.
This a one-score game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Tengen Jr. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
81.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
We locked in, fellas. Focus. We need this stop right here. This big stop right here, fellas. This big stop. Let's go.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now.
That's being held by the wide receiver.
That means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the
you heard
play
me,
there
right?
as the drive will
As soon as I
continue.
saw that thing,
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as
That's
good
why-
here in the
that's
4th
why
as it was way back in the
I
1st,
converted
doesn't
my
it?
I
motherfucking
do
safety to
believe someone
cornerback,
put a
man.
lot of
I'm like,
time
man,
in
got
the
speed, we would be
offseason and
fucking
continues
physical,
to
damn it.
condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon is Kamara again. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
I like that. Shit. I do not like that. You go take this in 2 minutes. Thank you. Woo!
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the ground, this is Kamara. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock going here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Breeze now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
That's what I was trying to get in the draft.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
But they fucked that up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Evans has it left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was
So I
definitely
hit
alert to the
L1,
possibility
right?
of the
Because the
deep
safety
ball,
was in the
and
area,
they were more
and
than
he
ready
throws it
for it.
15
They
yards
got the
down the
lead,
field.
4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Now and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8, and a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here we go. Grand 38.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And see,
it will be incomplete.
I hit L1.
They were going for a consolation TD, but it was